My name is Emma. I am 33 years old. I work in a hospital as a nurse. I take care of sick people every day. Some days I work in the morning, and some days I work at night. My job is hard, and the hours are long, but still, I love what I do. Why? Because I enjoy helping people. When I see a patient smile, I feel proud. When someone gets better, it makes me happy. But to be honest, my life wasn't exciting. In fact, 1 year ago, my life was very quiet and very lonely. I lived alone in a small flat near the hospital. I had no boyfriend, no husband, just me. After work, I used to go home, eat dinner, and sleep. I didn't have much time for fun. I didn't go to parties. I didn't wear fancy clothes. My world was simple. Some people might say boring. Sometimes I went to visit my mother. She lives in a small village. She is old now and needs help with many things. So I would cook for her, clean the house, and just sit and talk. I love those peaceful moments with her. But deep inside, I felt something was missing. I wanted love, someone to talk to, someone to share my life with, but I was too busy and too tired to look for love. Then one day, something happened that changed everything. It was a Monday morning. I was in the hospital cafeteria drinking tea. Suddenly, a new doctor walked in. His name was Daniel. He was tall, had soft brown hair, light blue eyes, and the warmest smile I had ever seen. Everyone started talking about him. The nurses said, "He's so kind." Some said, "He's polite and friendly." And others just said, "Wow, he's handsome." I agreed. Yes, Daniel was very good looking, but I told myself, "Emma, don't even think about it. A man like him would never look at someone like you." Why did I think that? Because I never saw myself as beautiful. I wasn't thin or stylish. I wore simple clothes, tied my hair in a bun, and didn't wear makeup. I was just Emma. But still, every time I saw Daniel, I felt something in my heart, a small hope, a quiet wish. Then one day, Daniel came to the nurse's station and looked at me. "Hi," he said with a smile. "How's your day going?" I was shocked. He was talking to me? My heart started beating fast. "Oh, it's okay," I said softly. From that day, he talked to me more. Every time he passed by, he smiled. He asked how I was. Sometimes he joked. Sometimes he just sat near me during lunch. Slowly, we started talking more. One evening, it was raining very hard. My shift ended late, and I was standing near the gate looking for a taxi. Daniel saw me and said, "Emma, do you need a ride home?" I looked at him, unsure, but I said yes. We sat in his car. It smelled like fresh coffee. He played soft music. On the way, we talked about work, family, and small things. He told me he liked quiet evenings. I told him about my mother and my village. It was easy to talk to him, so easy. After that day, he often gave me rides. He started bringing me tea or coffee during breaks. We would sit together and talk. He listened to me. He remembered small things I told him. It felt special. One weekend, Daniel asked, "Emma, we both have the day off. Do you want to go to a movie?" My heart jumped. "Sure," I said. That day was amazing. We watched a funny movie, laughed together, and then walked in the park for hours. He told me stories from his childhood. I shared my dreams. It felt like I'd known him forever. I started waiting for him every day, just to see his face, hear his voice, sit next to him. I thought maybe, just maybe, he felt the same. Then 3 days later, something happened. We were sitting in the cafeteria. Daniel looked serious. He said, "Emma, I need to tell you something." I said, "What is it?" He looked into my eyes and said, "I'm married." My world stopped. What? I asked, shocked. Yes, my wife's name is Rachel. We've been married for 5 years. I didn't know what to say. Daniel continued, We don't have children. Things between us are not good. We don't talk much. We have different interests. I'm not happy. My hands were cold. My heart was confused. He said, But when I'm with you, I feel alive. I can be myself. You make me smile again. I didn't say anything. I just nodded. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking, if he's married, why is he spending time with me? Why didn't he tell me earlier? Am I just the other woman in his life? 2 days later, something else happened. I went to the supermarket to buy some things. I was walking with my cart when I heard a voice, a familiar voice, Daniel's voice. I turned and saw him with a beautiful woman. She was tall, elegant, and dressed in expensive clothes. Her hair was perfect. Her smile was bright. They were laughing together. My chest felt tight. That must be Rachel, his wife. They looked happy, very happy. I quickly turned around and left the store. I didn't want them to see me. I went home and cried. I felt like a fool. The next day at work, I saw Daniel. He smiled at me like everything was normal, but I couldn't smile back. I looked at him and said, Daniel, we need to talk. He said, Is something wrong? I said, I saw you at the supermarket with your wife. You both looked happy. So why are you spending time with me? Daniel looked hurt. Emma, he said, what you saw, it's not real. Yes, we smiled, but only in front of people. At home it's different. I'm not happy with her. I didn't know what to believe anymore, I said. Daniel, I need time. Over the next week, I stayed away from him. I spoke to my best friend, Lily. She listened quietly and said, Emma, you are a beautiful person inside and out, but you deserve someone who is free to love you, someone who can be fully yours. Her words were simple but powerful. A few days later, Daniel called. He wanted to meet. We met at the park again. He looked into my eyes and said, Emma, I care about you so much. I smiled sadly and said, I care about you too, Daniel, but I can't be the second choice. I can't be a secret in someone's life. If you're not happy in your marriage, talk to your wife. Be honest with her, but I can't be in the middle. Daniel looked down. I understand, he said. I just want you to be happy. We said goodbye. I walked home with tears in my eyes, but strength in my heart. Yes, it was painful. Yes, I cried, but I also felt proud. I made the right decision because real love doesn't come with secrets. Real love doesn't hurt someone else. Friends, life gives us hard choices. Sometimes saying goodbye is not weakness, it's strength. Always choose peace. Always choose truth. And never forget, you are enough.